Hello, in this video I'm just going to put together one of these ready-made cards. Now this collection is from the Crafty Witches and it's a digital download collection. Basically you get everything you want to make a card. So you have the card base itself that you can print off, the insert, these are all the mats and layers, and then a matching envelope. So first off, I have printed everything out. Now my card base, my printer does take 300 GSM, so that's what I printed my base out on. And then the toppers and the layers, I've printed those on about 220 GSM. And then my insert is on 160 GSM. So again, this shows you exactly how to put this particular card together. So all I'm going to do on this demo is to follow the instructions. So this is my card base. You just have to trim it out of A4 paper and then fold it in half to make your base. This is the insert. So first of all, I'm going to put the insert into my card base. I'm just going to add some red liner tape to the insert. Now as you can see, I've put it on the top of the insert, so when you open your card, that one's brought forward and you can automatically see the writing and the message on that part. So I'm just going to grab my tool here and just take my tape off. So like I said, this attaches to the front of the card base on the inside. Like I said, when you open up, you can instantly see the message right there. So the next one is my background layer. So I'm just going to attach that. It's already the, again, right size because everything fits. So I'm just going to attach that to the card base. Just make sure you've got that exactly where you want it. So you can see here, so with the card base, the insert, and then the first layer goes there. Now the next layer is this strip here. I'm just going to attach that there. You can use foam pads if you like, but for this one I'm just going to add some glue to it and just keep it flat. So as you can see from the instructions, it goes down the center of the card. You can measure the center out if you prefer, but the handmade card, I don't think it really matters if it's symmetrical each side. So there's that layer, and then the next is the topper itself. So here's my oval topper, and that just attaches there. I'll just move it slightly to get into the right position. And then the next is one of the sentiments. There are quite a lot of sentiments to choose from, so it's a good range. And as you see, that one just goes along the bottom. And then you have two floral pieces that just go on the top and bottom of your image. I'm going to add some foam pads to these, just to give the card a little dimension. Oops. Sorry, so this one at the top, and like I said, one at the bottom of the topper. So it just frames your image just like that. Now, if you have seen any of my other videos, well, you would have seen that I add glue to my foam pads. I just do this so that if the adhesive on the foam pads does dry out, I've got an extra piece of grip there with the glue. And then this one just attaches to the bottom. So after you've printed and you've cut all this out, whether you try and line it up with your cutting machine, if you have a cutting machine to cut the images out with, or whether you hand cut, you have an instant card there. So like I said, with this card comes the envelope. So for the envelope, you're going to need the scoreboard. So I'll cut all my pieces out. There are 4 pieces, and you have a white dash line on each piece to show where you need to score them. So I'll just do that now. Just line the last piece up. So all the pieces I need are now scored. Let's put that out of the way. And then I'm going to use some double-sided the red liner tape again. I've got a slightly thinner one here, because there's not much space between the score line and then where you need to add the tape to. So you need tape on these 3 pieces and not the big piece. Just gone slightly over there. So with the score lines, just want to fold those down. And this is the main part of your envelope. So you can basically see where all the sections go. You've got the two largest parts, and then you have that one there. You actually do need to go and add some more double-sided tape onto the envelope, just so the sides actually meet too. So I will just do that now. So if part that one there and that there, and then these two here need to be attached together, same as this side here. So I'm just going to add some tape to there. To make sure I did not put that in the wrong place, because that does happen. That, and then the same on this piece here. Now, first of all, I'm going to attach this side bit. You just have to line the edges up. And then the same to the bottom piece. There you go, and then the next, no, I'm going to put this one on first. Okay, so there's all the pieces together. So just fold those two down and take the tape off them. Yep, just fold that over. And there's one matching envelope. So just bring the card in. And it perfectly fits. So following the instruction guide, this is the card that I've made up exactly how the instructions are on the sheet. So printed off the base card, the insert on all the mats and layers, and then just followed the diagrams on how to put the card together, and same with the envelope too. You've got a diagram there to show you exactly how it all fits together. So because the card, when you print it out, you can basically do what you like with it. Gone and reprinted another set out, but this time I've done it slightly different. So I don't know if you can see here where the matte layer there and the strip have both got white borders to them. These ones I've literally gone and cut all the white borders off them. And also, instead of printing out the card base, because sometimes some people's printers don't take the card thick enough to make a card base with, so I've actually printed out the card base, which is on 220 GSM, and I'm just going to use that as a matte layer. We're going to just put these together just like we did on the first card, but the other design sheets and the other toppers and that I'm going to be using them differently. So this is just a normal card base. So I've got my insert as like I did on that one. So I'm just going to fold this. I mean, I did score the other one, but I'm being lazy and not getting my scoreboard out again. So add the insert first. And I'm adding it to the front of my card base on the inside. And then I'm just going to put these two layers together. Move that around till it's in the right position, and then I'm going to add this to my card base. Okay, and then the strip, instead of going down the middle, I'm going to attach it to the side there, and this time I'm going to attach it with some phone tape. Okay, and then the topper, again I've just cut straight direct to the green and taken the white border out, and I'm just going to use some foam pads and attach that to the side there. I mean, there is so much you can actually do with this card too, because you can decoupage the image, and I mean, you don't have to put all the layers on either. I was thinking about cutting the strip here in half and having one at the top and one at the bottom. So you can, even though you have a design sheet and instructions there, you can still do anything you like with this collection. So in this leaf and flower topper, I'm just going to put down the side like that. Oops. Okay, and this one I have a happy birthday sentiment that I'm just going to place there. So there's 2 cards finished from the one download collection that you get. So this one here is exactly as it shows on the instruction sheet that you get. And then the second card, I've used a card base and then just slightly altered the layers and also slightly altered the design too. Like I said, there's lots of different ways that you could actually use this design, and with decoupaging, adding gems, buttons, anything that you would like to use or that you normally use, but it is a good basis for a card, for a beginner's card, and then from that you can advance on and change it into what you'd like. And having the envelope to match looks really great too. So that's my tutorial video for this card, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.